Raise your hand if you like or agree with block schedules that we have at Centralia High School. That's what I thought. If you like the fact that we have both A and B days, that's good, because today I'm going to talk about why we should not change to a standard 7-day class. I'm going to explain that block schedules give students and teachers both better time management, focus on their classes, and better quality time with students. A block schedule means that instead of 7 to 8 classes every day, we have 5 classes. This means that since there are only 5 classes, they have those classes every other day, just like at Centralia High School. On this slide, you can see that one block schedule equals up to 2 traditional period schedules, meaning that the block schedules are longer, which gives the students more time in class. First up is better time management. Better time management provides fewer interruptions during classes and school days. With more time for classes, teachers get a longer planned period, helping them plan better lessons and do not have as much work to do outside of school hours. Students have more time to work on activities and homework based on the lesson plans, helping them learn and focus better in class. Riley did mention that sometimes with the longer class periods, it leaves this awkward time at the end of class after lectures, but this is the perfect time for students to learn better time management and know which homework they should work on. And it also gives them a chance to ask their teacher any questions that they were too afraid to ask during the lecture. According to Ruben Salz in the block schedule system that was published by Education Advance in June 2022, Sal says, when teachers have more time to focus on instruction and planning, the students can spend more time on meaningful learning activities. With more time for students to learn and work, it helps them better focus in class as well. Block schedules help students focus more in their classes. With block schedules, it helps teachers focus on the students and the students focus on their learning. With less classes each day, students have more time to focus on their classes that they had that day, and they are more likely to have their homework done because the load of homework isn't that big. With What is block scheduling and is it effective, written and published by the University of People in April of 2020, says students have less classes per day, which means they can remain more focused on their subjects. Although a block schedule gives students better opportunities, and an opponent may argue that when students is absent, it causes more problems than benefits. One could argue that block schedules lead to students missing too much when they are absent and that it is hard to catch up. With a block schedule, students tend to fall behind quickly because classes are longer and move along quicker. While this might be true, the nice thing about block schedules is that students have at least 2 days to catch up on any work. And also, depending on the school's policy, they might have more than 2 days to make up any missing work. Just like at Centralia High School, our policy is if you miss any missing work during your class, you have until the next day of the next week to do that homework. Even though block schedule might have a negative, block schedules still help students and teachers have better relationships. Students get better quality time with these teachers. With class times being longer, it gives students a better opportunity to focus on each student and help them learn. These teachers have more time to work individually with each student. And not only do teachers get to work more individually with students, but they also see less students over the course of a day, which leads to better relationships. That way, each teacher can bond with the students and learn how to better meet the needs of each student. What is block scheduling and how is it effective? Written and published by the University of People in April 2022, says teachers will see fewer students over the course of the day. That means that teachers can build closer bonds with students and get to know their individual learning needs more deeply. The needs of students are very important. So back to my slide, when I was talking about time management, students really need to focus and learn how to have better time management in class. So this picture just shows with that awkward time that Riley said that happens after lectures, students can learn what homework's important during that class and what they can do to help better their time management. And this picture also says that with the 7-day classes, students have seven classes of homework that they have to do instead of 4 or 5, meaning that they need to prioritize which classes to them are important when really all of them should be important. And then this next slide helps show that the focus in classrooms is super important to kids, and that with 4-day classes, it should be important to focus on all our classes and not just the important ones. That's it. All in all, next time you question if you would like a 7-day class schedule for school or leave it the way Centralia currently runs, I want you to think about all the benefits of a block schedule, from better time management to better focus in classes and better relationship with your peers and teachers.